require belief. ANCHIs do not require a pre-belief. If you are willing to say, I don't know what this is, but I'm curious, or I'm willing to try it, or I've heard things about it, or I have something that hurts, I want to try it, that's fine, because then you are participating together. There are some people that are going to say, I'm not going to do that, or that's stupid, they're rocks. And there's nothing for them to work with.
So if you start communicating, is that part of
You don't have to communicate. It doesn't, that kind of happens as a whatever. You don't have to communicate, but if you just get them in your field, close to you, and you have energy flows in your body and around your field, with their field, things begin to happen. And you begin to say, oh, I noticed this, oh, I noticed that. And you're willing to say, you know, there's something. I may not know what it is, but there is something. Then you start to have a belief. You don't have to have a pre-existing belief.
Well, you know, when I got mine from Joyce, I didn't pick them out. I probably am not sensitive enough to go, that one wants me.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Joyce, do you remember, did you choose them for me?
No, but you just got a pouch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just a pouch.
You
And
get a whole
pouches don't
community.
necessarily choose you unless you're gonna walk away without one,
Yeah.
like Paul might have done.
It's a whole community, yeah. You got everything.
Yeah, just,
Diane?
yeah, I just wanted to let them know about my eye.
Oh, your eye. This is why we don't do that. Go, this is incredible.
I wanted a pair, I needed a new pair of glasses, went and saw my doctor, and she said, what's this on your eye? It's right on my iris, and it looked like a melanoma. And I've been down to, there's only one ocular oncologist in the state of Colorado, and so I went and saw him, and he took all sorts of measurements and everything. And the only way they can tell if it's a real melanoma is to take it out, to cut it out, and I'm thinking, no way, I'm not gonna do this. And
Diane's an RN by training, by the way.
yeah. Who's so the other way now. Anyway, I mentioned it to Glenda, and she said, try a mask when you're sleeping at night. So went to the dollar store, got a sleep mask, lit it open, filled it full of ANCHI, sewed it back up, and I wear it at night, and that, what looked like a mole, and it had dimension to it, is now flat. And I don't know if the discoloration will ever go away, who knows, but it's a lot lighter in color, and it doesn't have that dimension. It was like, you know, it was grown out, and it's no longer there. We take a look at it with a jeweler's loupe. Just, my husband has one, Glenda has one, and we just kind of keep a watch on it. But the color's changed on it, most definitely. It's gotten a lot lighter, so I'm anxious to go back.
And see.
Go back and see the ocular oncologist in January and see what he has to say.
But you did go see who did you go see that
Oh,
would,
I went in to have my glasses adjusted, and the eye doctor who had originally found the spot noticed the difference from across the counter. She didn't even have to look, you know, with any of her devices or anything, that she could tell the difference across the counter.
Have you had any reports of improving vision?
I'm one of those,
What was the question?
improving vision,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
How do you apply them?
I tell people, go to the dollar store, get a dollar mask, for a dollar. Yeah, those little eye mask, and open up a seam, like I told Diane.
Yeah.
And someone was saying, I want to know what woo-woo thing you did with Diane. I go, what's woo-woo about going to the dollar store and getting an eye mask for $1 and putting crystals in it? But
And my husband Paul has MS, and he has extremely tight calves when he wakes up in the morning, he has a really hard time walking. He started using wraps on his legs, and he definitely notices a difference on how tight his muscles are. If he doesn't wear them, he has a hard time walking first thing in the morning, and now he doesn't.
And he doesn't fall as
Not
much?
nearly what he used to.
And they've raised his cane.
Yeah,
He's standing up
much
differently.
more too.
So as many people as has ANCHIs are, you're going to get tons of stories. And it's because we have tried them here, we've tried them there. They're not gonna hurt you. And it doesn't hurt to explore and use your instincts. And they will surprise you with their own happenings, like they surprised Suzanne. And she goes, what is this? And that's part of the adventure. But you're literally living the principles of quantum physics in your life. It's the difference between just walking flat on the ground and being able to fly. Joyce?
I'm gonna throw in one more different perspective on them. We don't live forever. We're not people who do that. We're not developed to that point. We do die. And I've had a lot of experience with people who have died with ANCHIs that are dramatic.
Some of my favorite stories are your
Oh my goodness.
story.
I have a sister who died of liver cancer, and liver cancer, like pancreas cancer and a lot of the other endocrine cancers, is a very, very, very painful, long-lasting death and a process. She was gone within 3 days after she made the decision, and it was such a smooth, easy death. Another woman that I sold pouches to specifically bought them so that she could stay lucid during her, however long she had. She didn't want to get lost in her morphine haze and pain drugs. And she stayed lucid, never once took morphine or any painkillers, not even aspirin. Stayed lucid with her children right up to the moment she died. She was expecting about 2 weeks. She had about 2 months with her children. And it was such a beautiful death. Her daughter called me and just raved about the results of the crystals in her death with them. They're beautiful, beautiful stories of people dying with crystals that are as big as living with crystals.
That's right, because they go from life to life. And was your sister resistant to dying?
Very,
She
in the
was.
beginning,
She was
very.
not at peace. This is why I love the story of Joyce's sister. She was not at peace about dying, and she was fighting to stay alive. And she was doing anything and grasping at any straw to stay alive. And when she got her crystals, she went to peace. And that was remarkable. So we are meeting next Tuesday. It's going to continue. We're going to talk about ways to use them.
There was one more.
Oh, yes. What did you want to say?
Well, I'm not sure whether it came off when you had it in your hand, but as she passed me the rock, this kind of just jumped
stone.
off. Yes, the stone, sorry. And I haven't been able to let go of it yet, but it's just this tiny little shard that came
Let's
off.
see what came off.
Yeah,
Well, wanting to stay with you.
yeah,
Was it on the mica?
yeah,
It looks like mica.
yeah.
Well, they do have, that's
But I
yours.
thought I'd better tell you in case she wanted it back.
No, I don't argue with them.
There's a little matching one up here. You can have this one too.
So shall we end for tonight and begin on specific ways? We'll just go through, beginning at basic ways, all the way out to as far as you want to go in a quantum field of what they